Hi, my name is Jacob Swodek, and I'm the Director of Education for Partner First and the PSC certification, Pre Foreclosure Specialist certification. We want to talk today briefly about the future of short sales. Now, a lot of agents who are in the trenches, who are actually doing short sales today, to be quite frank, are very frustrated. You can do your best work, do everything right on the front end, and then it still gets held up when it comes to on the servicing side with the loss mitigator and what have you. And I get the question quite a bit, is this thing going to get any better? Is it going to get worse? What's the future of short sales look like? So I just want to take a few brief moments to talk to you about what we know based on our relationships with servicers, investors, and even some of these large asset management platforms. The future of short sales. I'll tell you one thing that we know for a fact. There are three major brands that are starting to construct, actually complete, these virtual software platforms for pre-approved short sales. That sounds kind of interesting, right? Pre-approved short sales. It's not like when you get a Capital One a credit card letter in the mail saying you're pre-approved for a Capital One credit card. It's not that kind of pre-approval. But if you've been doing this a while, you know one of the biggest headaches in this industry is that why is it that I cannot submit the package to the bank until I have an offer and a full HUD-1 or a net sheet? So I have wasted all these months of marketing time, getting an offer, presenting the package, assembling the paperwork, but I can't even start to my dialogue with the lender servicer until I have an offer. And at that time, the buyer's anxious, they're looking at other properties, it's just a broken system. What if we could start negotiating the short sale early on? What if you, the agent, had the power to do the BPO because you're the local expert, and the only thing waiting to be done is once the offer comes in, 3/4 of the process is already pre-approved. Now it's just a matter of a final approval from that loss mitigator. These online platforms where you'll be boarding virtually all the paperwork, and so you as the agent will be able to board all of your content, and then the lender servicer will be able to access all of your documents from the back end. It'll be customizable to each servicer's specific requirements for a pre-foreclosure sale, so that you can get the process done. One major brand that we're in relationship with says that they're going to approve short sales within 72 hours up to 14 days. I bet you would agree that that's going to drastically change the market, because one of the biggest problems is my buyer won't hang in there, they're not patient enough, they don't know what's going on, we have no control on the buyer side. Imagine saying, sit tight, in 2 weeks we're going to have an answer for you. HR 1424 was passed last year, and it made it very hard for lenders to foreclose. They now have a checklist of things they have to do before moving forward. And we're shifting gears here because I want to keep this brief. In May of this year, President Obama talked about the FAP, Foreclosure Alternative Program. Said some interesting things, right? They're going to give incentives to servicers, incentives to borrowers, cash for cooperation, if you will. Give more time for marketing these properties that are in default, and all these positive things. But since then, it seems like healthcare has taken front and center stage, and we haven't heard any more. Well, we just got word that there's going to be a major announcement on that before the end of the year. And let me tell you what, one of the cool things that the current administration addresses is that they will make it very hard for these lender servicers to mess with our commissions. That we deserve 6%, and that, if anything, how many would agree that doing work on a short sale is more work than on a traditional or equity type sale? So let me just tell you, I'm not a doom and gloom person. There are so many loans, over 3 million loans that are struggling right now, 3.5 million not in default but actually behind as we speak. A huge portion or percentage of the portfolio loans in our nation are in trouble, and I don't think it takes a genius to figure out that lenders would prefer a short sale or a modification to a foreclosure. What's happening is that the left hand not knowing what the right hand's doing. Absolutely. So stay tuned. We talk a lot about the future of short sales, and we are at ground zero when it comes to the future of short sales with these pre-approved virtual software platforms, with relationships with banks on a high level, and the education necessary for you to navigate through this process efficiently and effectively. Go to the Partner First website and sign up for our next 2-day training. We're doing a national tour, building up our network. Find out more, navigate the site, and we look forward to seeing you when we come to your area.